Guys, it's Lynn again with Little Foot Nursery. I am here with silicone baby Evelyn. She is the Emerson Sculpt by Noe Art Dolls, and I'm going to change her into this really cute summery romper. It is a beautiful, warm spring day, and it's hot today, so I just thought I think she would look so cute in this. I can't remember if she's ever worn this. I kind of don't think she has, so I wanted to change her and. Yeah, and just chat about something a friend in the doll community went through recently, where she was going to sell one of the babies from her collection, and then kind of after getting a number of different inquiries, changed her mind and decided not to sell after all. And I've this has happened so many times, right? Like in probably has happened to many of you guys too. Where you oops, I need to unbutton the back. Okay. Where you're planning to sell, and then at the end of the day, you just can't go through with it because you're just attached to this baby. So I so anyway, I felt very sympathetic to what she went through with that. I'm trying to remember if I ever had like a change of heart and decided not to sell after posting a doll for sale. I've definitely had like doubts that creep up, probably, with, probably especially like with my Maggie that I put up for sale, just because I love that baby a lot, but I think it was just a matter of me running out of space. And so, by the way, I put her, for those of you guys who are visually impaired, I put her in a kind of like a sleeveless romper by T Collection. It's striped with like different sherbet colors. It's so pretty. And the back is crisscrossed. You can see that here. It's so cute. Oh my gosh, this baby is scrumptious. Oh, I love, 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 love her. So, anyway, so this will be my last video. After this, I need to go and take Audrey to go visit the neighborhood cats. So, but yeah, we all have these sales that we regret. And I think it's like, if you are really like feeling like you shouldn't go through with selling the doll, um, I think it's okay to back out before you've shipped the doll. It's certainly not okay to change your mind after the doll's been paid for and you've shipped out. I think it's okay to change your mind, probably up until the time you accept payment. I think once the doll's paid for, I think you really should follow through with the transaction at that point. But my friend changed her mind kind of after getting inquiries and before committing to sell the doll to anybody. I think going through that process kind of made her realize like it just wasn't the right decision. And then that's the really interesting thing about these babies, versus if you're selling clothes from your closet or like a handbag or something like that. We don't have the same kind of emotional attachment with those objects as we do with these babies. And these dolls and this hobby is so special for that reason. So yes, I totally get it. I think we've all gone through it. And I'd be curious if you guys have gone through that before, where you wanted to sell a baby from your nursery, and then when you went ahead and put the doll for sale, just like could not go through with it for some reason. I'm curious if that's happened to you guys. I I definitely feel like I kind of went through this a little bit with my my Millie. If you guys remember, she was my Olive by Sandy Faber. I think I'd like thought of selling her and then thought maybe not. And also same with my Noah, who's my Gabigail, by Claire Taylor. I've actually owned some really beautiful babies that even up to the time of me deciding to sell them, it really was, kind of for space and financial reasons. Like, I would have still kept those dolls. It's not like I stopped liking those dolls. And um, so the decision to sell is a really tough one, especially if, you're doing it for financial reasons, or like that is really tough. Like, some people have to sell their dolls for the money, and and if money weren't an issue, they would keep the babies. And so that's really tough. But yeah, like, I think a good way to maybe test if you're ready to sell would be, maybe wrap the baby up and put the baby away. but even that I feel like is not really accurate because most of my dolls, when I'm not playing with them actively, are stored away and tucked away. But that doesn't mean, and just because I can kind of go through my weeks and not necessarily like miss the doll that much, doesn't mean I don't still love the doll and want to keep the doll in my collection. So I don't know actually how helpful that is, but anyway, I'm just curious if you guys have gone through this and, you know, if you actually kind of backed out from deciding to sell a baby after all. I know many of you guys have gone through that before, but anyway, this little one is just so precious. For those of you guys who aren't familiar with her, I don't think there's any more left of her edition, but her head was sculpted by Izzy Zhao, and her body and limbs were sculpted by Noe Art Dolls. So it was a collaboration, and then Noemi um, poured and painted the baby, and then we had Lazara Brito root the baby. Oh my gosh, her hair rooting is beautiful. I just love this baby so much. She's precious, never going anywhere. She's a forever one. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye.